it still says waiting.
Yeah, I saw
like
it too, and I
wait.
was like, wait, why are we here?
He says you are waiting. I was like, how come there's only a few people? It's because we're not live. You good to go, JJ? All right. Hello. I hope we're live. Are we live? I see yay. I see yay. Welcome, everybody. My name is James Reyes. Look at my hats. My name is James Reyes. I am the Box Office Artist. Welcome back to the Box Office Artist Live, right here live at Gotham Central here in Mississauga. Hey, if you're in the area for the next hour and a half, why don't you come on down, say hi. I'm actually here every Saturday morning. That's where we're going to film, and I am so happy that I am here with my good friend visiting us, very special guest, the king of the floor. We have here King Marcus of Caledonia.
Greetings.
Marcus. Greetings,
King
Marcus.
James, King
Oh,
of
yeah.
Detail, son of Moises.
Yes, that's right. Welcome.
We are pleased to be invited into your humble abode.
Yes.
Myself, my kingdom, and those of who are my subjects on the floor directly next to me for a space of about 1.5 meters.
Yes, that's right. What brings you here to the Box Office Artist Live?
You pay me a bit.
That's
I
true.
mean,
That's true.
that's one of the things.
That always helps.
It's not very regal,
That's
is it?
always helps. Yes, no, not very. Not
Yeah.
very. Not
This
very.
crown hurts a little
Yeah,
bit. I'm
why
gonna
don't you
take
take
it
off the
now.
crown?
Yeah, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr.
pinched.
Mark Michaels here. By the way, the reason we have this crown is because the owner here, he actually ordered a Wonder Woman crown. And this is what they sent him.
That's what they got instead.
This is what they sent
That
him.
was
He ordered a
awesome.
Wonder Woman crown, and this is what they sent him. It looks very Wonder Woman-ish, don't you say?
Absolutely. Well, I don't know, man. It's not very.
Not very Wonder Woman-ish?
Not
I
like
don't
a
know.
Tudors thing.
I don't know.
I feel.
But we do have right now here at Gotham Central. They have a Magic tournament going on right now. I'm not sure if any of you in the chat know what's going on with Magic. I'm a novice, as they say. But speaking of the chat, who's here today with us? King Marcus.
We have 174
Oh, yeah, a lot
people
of people coming in.
with us right now. David Zen is saying hello. We have JK Art. Ben Mellinger is here to mod.
By the
So
way,
how's it going,
remind me, Ben has a question for me. I do want to answer Ben's question eventually.
Okay.
But
Okay.
go
No
keep going.
problem.
Keep going.
I think our chat has frozen.
Oh, your chat
But
is frozen a little bit. Okay.
Bluey Duck is here.
Okay,
Casey
well,
McKinney.
hey, my friends. Good to see you.
We're going to be doing a little bit of a different show today, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Today's show, and every show is really about you guys. The only reason I'm really doing this show is to hang out with you. Every Saturday morning, well, Eastern time anyway, Saturday morning around 11-ish, whenever the store opens. But we want to hang out with you, do a little bit of drawing, but mostly take your questions. And today, it's really about you guys. It's been a slow news week, but what I really wanted to do today is dedicate this time to answer your questions. And a lot of you gave us a ton of questions over the week, and we wanted to get to those questions. We asked on the different social media, on YouTube, Twitter, and especially our Discord. If you haven't already, please join us in the Discord, and I will be on there. I'll pop in there every day, and it's a good place for you guys to talk to me. And yeah, especially right now. There's not that many on the Discord right now, but if you guys want to come on board, we're going to get the virtual studio going again, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you guys want to join the Discord, we will be more than happy for you guys to join us today. And right now, as you see here, I'm going to be drawing on this Infinity Gauntlet Secret Wars #1 sketch cover here, and yes, I will be giving this away today. Okay?
I just popped into the chat and I just put in the Discord invite.
Oh,
that one
perfect.
should be open for about 24 hours.
Oh, perfect.
Now, one of the
perfect.
things that we ended up doing that's a little low key as well when it comes to the questions. I know that sometimes, James, when you end up getting questions on your like premier content, your premium videos, when you're doing the stuff that we've produced a little bit more,
Yep.
you don't always get the chance or the time to be able to go through them and find the questions. So we've actually pulled some of those. So if you guys have asked a question of James on one of the actual videos in the last couple of weeks, you might see your question answered here.
Yes,
We tried to grab questions that people ask very often too.
Yes. That'd
So
be fantastic.
it's going to be a very intimate Q&A.
Oh, yes.
is what it's going to be.
Yeah, sounds exciting. Sounds exciting.
It's going to harken back to our interviewing days. It's going to
Yes,
be fun.
absolutely, absolutely. And again, thank you to everyone who's joining us this morning. By the way, if you are drawing while we were talking here, I would love to see it, okay? So if you were drawing at all during this live show or you're doing any work, I would love to see it. Make sure that whenever you're done or when the show's done, why don't you put that image on either Discord or any social media, Instagram, Twitter. Make sure you tag me so I can take a look at it. I've been looking at a lot of your art on Instagram recently, and all of it's been really, really, really fantastic. So.
Now, guys, it looks like from where we're getting the feed for the chat, it freezes every once in a while. So, Ben, if you're still there, I'm not sure if you'd actually be able to just copy the link that I have or that I sent out there. I'll send it again, just so we can keep inviting people that just pop in every once in a while.
Right on.
Might be a cool thing to do.
Right on.
If you can do that, I appreciate it. We have a 10-second delay, so I might not necessarily see your response right away. If you do, thank you very much in advance.
Right on.
But you know what? Let's before we even get into the questions, why don't we warm up and talk about what it is that you've done in the week? Actually, you know what? What are you drawing there? Right now, man?
I'm going to let's keep it simple. It's in the Infinity Gauntlet, and I'm going to be drawing Thanos. Now, one thing I did want to do today. This wasn't the plan A. Okay, this was actually Plan B.
Right.
Plan A was actually I wanted to draw something Transformerish today.
Because you're going to...
Yes, I am going to the UK, everyone. Anyone here in the chat from the UK? I'm actually going to the UK. Now, I am going to London, but the actual convention I'm going to, it's called TF Nation, and it will be in Birmingham. Birmingham in the UK, which is about an hour and a half from London. Okay,
Ben,
so
thank
my
you.
first time, I'm so excited. I am so excited to go to London.
This is your first time?
I've never been
You've
to the
never
UK.
been?
Never
Oh,
been to the
boy.
UK. I've been to Europe once, and that was to Paris. I've been there to Paris for a few days, but never seen anything else in Europe. So I might make this a longer tour, to be honest.
I got a recommendation for
Oh,
you.
you do? Let me.
So when I went to the UK, it was in my earlier days, and
Yes.
definitely you're kind of doing this like a student, right?
Right. Yes.
Now, the cheapest place for us to get food on the regular, like,
Oh, yeah.
yes, you want to do the fish and chips, you want to get the full thing, you know what I mean, being a
Yes.
tourist. So, yeah, there's a few places you want to go for that. But there is a place that they have in the UK, and guys, if there's anyone in the UK that's in the chat right
Yes,
now, tell me
yes.
if this still exists. There
Okay.
is a place called PFC2.
PFC2. That
Which,
sounds,
in terms of its font
expensive.
and in terms of its branding, is basically a bootleg of KFC.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
You guys know I'm all about the fried chicken.
And you
I'm
know
all
how
about the fried chicken.
we have $2 Tuesdays, Toonie Tuesdays here
Yes.
for a meal?
Well, and for those of you who don't know what toonie, a
Yeah.
toonie in Canada is $2. So
That's it.
before
That's it.
you could buy like 2 pieces of chicken and a French fries for $2.
Right.
Now it's like $4. Now
Yeah, it kind
it
of
used
doesn't
to be
happen as much anymore.
They don't call it Toonie Tuesday anymore. It's just Tuesdays.
But what PFC2 does, PFC squared, they actually have a 2-pound item for the menu every
Ooh.
day of the week. Fairly
Ooh.
substantial, very greasy, but if you want to do this on a little bit more of a budget, it's an experience to have. And hey,
Ooh,
it's
well,
bootleg KFC.
Well, it's going to be
Not
hard to
bad.
be on a budget and be in the UK with our conversion. I'll tell you that much. Right, so I'm super excited. It's going to be August 14th to 16th, and I'm going to be plugging this here left and right because
14th and 16th
of August. So we have a few months. Maybe if you're in the London area, maybe you want to drive down or up. I don't know the directions there to Birmingham. But I know I have a bunch of fans in the UK, so I would love to meet all of you. So if you want to come down and hang out, we'll have a great time in the UK. And thank you to TF Nation because, again, London is one of those bucket list places. I've never been, and I've always wanted to go. So we're actually turning this into a big, long family trip
that's
as well. And if things go well, maybe I'll have a few more Europe stops while I'm over there. But
That's cool, man.
we'll see how it
you know,
goes.
how's the fam? How's your week been, man?
Oh, the week
Anything
was great.
cool going?
We did some fun things this week. One thing I did get to do this week, I was at Centennial College this week, and I did a talk. They asked me to go there and talk about my art history and my career in artwork, and we did film it. And hopefully some of those clips we'll be able to share with you guys. But I had
really cool, man.
such an amazing time.
Yeah.
Like sharing my experience because I know a lot of you guys too. A lot of you guys want to be artists and want to, whether it be YouTube or animation. And one thing I got to share was the way, I was able to convince my parents how to be an artist. And I believe we have a question.
Hang tight on that
Yeah, well,
one.
hang tight on that one.
one.
But to share that experience with them and how I got through that and the way I'm able to make a career in art and to the point where I had so much fun that I really like public speaking. It's a lot of fun and just sharing my knowledge. I've always had experience.
Now, this was your
speaking in
first
public.
talk?
Yeah. Hmm?
This was your
This
first
was
talk?
my first official talk. Like I am a
in
I
this
am a
capacity
college,
as an artist talking
Yes.
about your experience and your journey?
Yes, for sure. Like I am a college professor, so I do talk regularly in front of students
Okay.
all the time. But to have one dedicated to me giving my advice about my career in art, it was such a great experience. In fact, I would love to do it again. I'm looking at doing more talks around Toronto. But if there is a place in your town, if you would like me to come to your town, maybe that's something you could talk to your teachers about, or or the local art school if you want me to come to your town. It's something
know-
I would love to
yeah.
do more, for sure, absolutely.
You know what the cool thing about James is?
Yeah.
When you interview James, because James has such an experience as a host and as a speaker and stuff like that, you have these questions queued in your head.
Yes.
He already answers them.
Yes, exactly.
So as a man getting paid to ask questions,
yes.
he's kind of doing your work for you, which is absolutely fantastic.
well-
I mean,
Well, that was the thing too. They had an interviewer there for
Yeah.
me. I'm like, I don't need you. no, I'm good. Just introduce me. I'm good. And I stood up there. I talked for 45 minutes straight. I actually cut a lot of the talk out.
Yeah.
Because it was my first one that I actually. First one I actually did officially. Let's just say that officially.
Okay.
So I didn't know how long it would take, generally. So I was already at the 45-minute mark. I'm like, no, we need time for Q&A. We need time to ask.
That's
so
awesome.
I cut a lot of stuff out. And the more of these things I do, the more I could actually hone it better for the particular
so
school.
you're really excited
I'm
about this.
So-
This is
yeah.
something you want to do more of, eh?
I loved it, man. I
Yeah.
had a great. Well, it's more sharing my experiences. You guys know I've had a 20-year career in art, and just the fact that I get to share my experiences, my mistakes, the way I overcame those mistakes, because all of us face that,
Yeah.
and all of us are unsure, especially when we're starting out. And a lot of people think that when you're 30, life's over already. Or by the time.
Is it?
Yes. Well, to some of these kids, they think they have to have it all figured out by the
30 is
time
when
they're
life
30.
begins
Yeah,
sometimes, man.
exactly.
Like, it's-
My
it's
40s when
absolutely-
life began
yeah.
for me, to be honest with
You know what's funny? 30
So-
is the age when you actually can really start affording the toys that you wanted without
Exactly.
having to worry about like, oh man, is it either
Exactly.
this
That's right. That's right.
or
So
food?
So it's one of those
Yeah.
things where I'm hitting. I'm trying to beat this knowledge into the head.
Knowledge.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean. Put the
Knowledge.
knowledge into the kids that it doesn't matter. You don't have to have it figured out by then. I even thought that my career would be like this, or my career in art would be just in comics, and that was it, and I'd be happy.
Yeah.
That wasn't the case. It was completely different. So I talked about all of it. I went through all the ups and downs, and that's one thing. The great thing about having that whole Star Wars thing come to a close, right?
Yeah.
It kind of really completed my story, doing that Star Wars piece, especially
think it
doing it
did.
free before, and then having it to doing it for real for Disney. It really closed my story. So I think I really do have a story to tell for everybody, and that's something I would love to do in a
That's
public
awesome.
nature. So, yeah, I already cut
Well,
like 10 minutes of our time.
That's
just
all right,
telling
man. I
about-
hope we see
but,
more.
thank you to Centennial College, and hopefully
your
I'll be
show.
doing more of these. So we'll see how it goes. So, but speaking of answering questions, I know we have a lot of questions to get
You
through.
want to go to the questions?
Yes,
Shall
please,
we? Shall
please.
we start it up?
Yes, let's do it.
So one of the things that we ended up going out to was yesterday morning. We ended up going to the Discord,
Yes.
and we
I
basically
forgot what
said,
Thanos looks like. First of all, don't mind me if I open up.
and
the
we
page
and we
just to
basically
see.
said, hey, see, the thing with the Discord is it's very early days on there,
Yes.
and going back to that whole thing where sometimes on some of your videos you have upwards of 200, 300, even more, and I'm like just shooting out
Yes,
low numbers here.
for sure.
And it's kind of hard to end up finding that stuff.
Yes.
On the Discord right now, given the amount of people that are currently on there, would you say that that's like a place to get easier access to you at this time? I don't want to set out the
Absolutely.
precedent of being like
No,
that's always going to be
absolutely.
the place,
Like,
because if it grows, then
Because that's the one thing I
Yeah.
really wanted the Discord, because it really I wanted a place for you guys to get together, and if it's not just me, then everyone else can help each other out. I think a lot
Yeah.
of us are artists, a lot of us have different goals, and all of us, it's just a place for all of us to get together and help each other. So that's why I wanted to get this Discord going. And yes, I'm on there daily now. I'm taking a look at your comments and questions, and at the very least, if I can't answer right away, I do look at it every single day. And again, there's only a few of them there, so it is one of the best places to actually come and talk to me. So if you guys want to hang out and talk to me, show me some art, that is a great place to show me some art, the Discord. So
why don't we go ahead and go to the first question if you're ready?
Oh, sure, absolutely, yeah.
From that, I don't know if we're going to be able to get that up.
Yeah, we'll try to show some of the questions.
We also got JJ in the back there.
Yeah, my buddy JJ in the back. Everyone say hi to JJ. Thank you, Jay.
He's
And
a little camera shy.
camera shy,
but,
but he knows his cameras. By the way, big thank you to JJ. JJ is my audio tech guy, and he is spectacular. Spectacular. He needs a raise.
He does need a raise.
You don't. But, I'm just joking.
You know, he's saying that because a lot of times when JJ and I end up talking and the tech stuff starts coming out, and the tech stuff starts coming out, we really get nerdy. And at that point, James is just like,
oh boy. I'm like, I have no idea.
like we know, like it's work.
Yes.
It's just James is like,
Yes.
no,
There you go.
guys,
There you
stop.
go.
It's getting really technical. It's like an episode of Stargate.
There you
But
go. Let's start with the first question here. What do we got?
so we have Salvatore, and he looks like he's a hometown guy because will you be coming to any Toronto conventions anytime soon? Is that something you still want to do?
It is. But we'll see.
Okay.
I have nothing imminent in the future. And again, the only reason I really accepted, and to be totally transparent, the only reason I really accepted the invitation was because I've never been to London before. I've always wanted to go to London. Yeah. Or I've always wanted to go to England, the UK before. So that was one of the big draws for me to actually go there. I don't actually do a lot of conventions, though I am looking with the big ones in Toronto, of course. Toronto Comic Con, I am not an official guest.
Okay.
We'll see if I'll actually go. It depends. I might do some fun things. We'll see.
Yeah.
Or if there's some fun press opportunities, I might.
Yeah.
Fan Expo, that's a little up in the air as well. We'll see. So nothing imminent. However, I am here in Mississauga every Saturday morning. You know where to find it. If you guys want to come
Gotham
down
Central.
and say hi, I'm at Gotham Central every Saturday morning, roughly around 11 o'clock. So if you want to come by and say hi, I'm here. I'm definitely here. So you don't have to wait for a convention. You don't have to pay any entrance fee. I'm just here, hanging out, filming the pod. You can come by if you want to bring your work. Show it to me.
And again, it's cool right now. I'll just move over for a sec. There's a Magic tournament happening
Magic
here. If you
tournament
guys
happening
are
behind me.
fans of Magic, James
Yeah.
and I, we never really were able to get into it. It was one of
Yeah.
those things where it was just like, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff, and especially after
Yeah.
comic books where we were already getting to the lore of that. It's like,
Right, exactly.
Do we have
Just a
time?
lot.
And then our parents just
Lots.
gave us these like nasty looks, being like, is this
Yeah,
going to be another like another money drainer?
Yeah, exactly. Because especially people at my school, they loved Magic every
Same.
weekend.
Same.
They were going for the Magic, right? So, by the way, are you any of you into Magic? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I would love to know if you're in the comments there. So.
We're hearing that the audio has gone bad.
Oh, the audio's gone bad. Oh.
There's a bit of a, I think there's like a 30-second delay, guys. But if the audio has gone
Yeah,
bad
so-
and it's still bad, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know, guys. This is your show, so if there's something wrong with the audio, please do let us know.
In the
We'll do our
meantime,
best,
I'm gonna just scroll
fix
up and look for a
So,
just
So
a
GG
question
just lost
here.
his race. By the way, I'm just joking. Just joking.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Positive. Sorry, man. We don't. I didn't catch your question earlier, and James has already started inking. I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can scroll up and find it. But
Okay, but did I answer that question? Yes.
oh yeah.
So
the light
again,
on the
guys,
blue line sketch is too bright to see what James is. You know what? We're actually going to address that in one of those questions with regards to blue
Oh, for
line.
sure. We're actually going to talk
So,
more about the blue line. Yes.
So yeah, we'll see some of that in a little bit.
Yeah. Apologies, guys. I thought I had that set beforehand. It might have gone back somehow. So apologies for that.
Okay, what's the Discord link?
But
What's the
I am
Discord
using
link?
a blue
Ben, would
line
you be able
sketch.
to send the Discord link again?
Okay.
Let's go to the next Discord
Okay.
question.
So hopefully that answered your question. So again, guys, if you're in the Toronto area, easy to find me, guys. Come down to Gotham Central in Mississauga, and I'm here. Okay.
So speaking of Positive, here he is again.
Hey, Positive, you're back again.
Positive is actually one of the older fans. He's
Yes,
been there
he
since
is.
you were at about 35,000
Yes, that's right.
subscribers.
That's right.
For the original streams when you were doing the first Star Wars.
Yes,
movies.
absolutely.
So huge shout out to Positive.
Huge shout out to Positive, and again to all the original virtual studio guys. Positive is one of them, and that's the feeling I want to get back when it comes to these live shows every Saturday. So,
Thanks,
what was
man.
his question?
His question is: you had an art challenge where we were asked to draw comic book pages or a certain amount of art. I failed to complete it and would like if you reissue that challenge so I can redeem myself. Plus, I think we would all love another go at it.
Right.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, here's the deal with that Positive, and unfortunately, the problem is that. Like right now, the Discord is reasonable. Right now, the Discord is reasonable, but my overall audience is not. Right, in terms of actually being able, because the hardest part I found was actually keeping up with all of the entries, right, and keeping
Yeah.
up with everyone's progress. That's the real problem with having something like that Positive. So, if we could find a way where I'm able to manage it, where it's not as a time drain, or if I'm going to hire somebody to actually go through those kind of things. then by all means, like for example, I know a lot of you like are YouTubers yourself, and Ben's one of them. He's here. By the way, once again, huge congratulations to Ben. He's almost at 25,000 subscribers.
That's
So
amazing, Ben.
Congratulations, Ben. And you have a question too. I'll get to that in a little bit later. But
Ben actually, sorry guys, JJ. Ben actually gave us some tech info here. Very important. When you show the comment, the audio bugs out. So maybe don't talk while showing the comment. Or I don't know if that's something that we can fix up, JJ.
yeah,
Thank you very much, Ben. Appreciate that.
thank you, Ben. Thank you.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I forgot what I was saying. This is Thanos.
Discord. You were talking
Okay,
about
Discord.
you were talking
Yes,
about.
yeah. So, hi Ben. Okay, I totally forgot what I was talking about. There, it was
The
completely-
size of the Discord right now.
Oh yeah. For sure. So if I could figure out a way to actually go through all of the entries and all that stuff, then for sure I would love to do those things again, or have other people be able to run it. It's just such a, I won't say a time drain because it's not a waste of time for sure, but it takes away a lot from my production for the channel. As you see this week, like I haven't had a video in I think a good 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And as you guys know, if you haven't seen it yet on my Instagram, I'm working
something
on
happening today.
Yes, I'll be dropping my 100 Batman video possibly later today. So guys, look out for that later today. Once you see that video, share it. I would love it if you share it. I drew 100 Batman. I'm actually almost done the piece. Just a little bit more I have to do on the piece, and I gotta edit it. But I think I've figured out a way to edit it in a timely way. So hopefully you guys will see that later today. But also, like, I was thinking about, like, in terms of, like, a lot of you guys have YouTube channels, like Ben, and a way I could kind of help you guys with those YouTube channels. But I don't want to just help anyone who just puts up a channel and goes, okay, James, I'll give me a shout out, you know? I want to make sure they're actually working on a thing. So I was thinking about maybe doing something where if you show me that consistently you've been posting, say, twice a week for, like, 5 months or something like that, and you show me that to me, you know, then I'll be willing to give you guys a shout out.
I understand what you mean.
Instagram,
It's a little bit of a. It's a hard thing to discuss in a concise amount of words.
Oh,
Where
for
it's,
sure.
hey, you know what? You put something out there, and now you rest on your laurels, and that's not necessarily the case.
Right.
There's a lot of hard work. There's a lot of grind.
Exactly.
And it's possibly one of the things. I think you talked about that in your Centennial talk.
Yes,
where
I did.
It took you 5 years.
Yeah.
Before you got to the
Going
point
up.
where you're at now, right?
Yeah.
It's not like you just started that YouTube channel.
For sure.
And then that was it.
I started this channel in 2013. It's 2020. It's like 7 years
Oh, that's
now.
7 years now.
7 years now, right?
Yeah.
Like Jazz has been at it since a little bit earlier than me, like in 2011. I think he started that.
Yeah.
So, like, we've been at this for a long time, and it took a long time to actually get this going. So,
Got another question for you.
sure.
This one's from.
I don't know what
Cohen
Thanos
Palmer.
looks like, guys. I gotta keep going. Sorry for keeping going back and,
And
forth.
you know what? We'll pop it up for a second, guys. Tell me if the audio bugs out again once we pop this out.
Okay, so we're gonna pop it up. Okay.
All right. So this is from Cohen Palmer. What do you have for breakfast?
Okay, maybe takes it off just in case they couldn't hear us. Okay, so the question was, what did we have for breakfast? Did you want to go first, or you want to?
Well, it's more to you.
It's more
oh,
to
and by
me.
the way, you know what? Before we go ahead, Cohen Palmer is actually a friend of Speedscape, who is
Oh.
one of our admins on the Discord
Yes,
channel.
yes.
Speed is one of James's original
Yes.
fans as well.
Absolutely.
Way back, I think, in the 4 digits.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
Speed's been amazing at helping out with the Discord, showing a few things. It's like, hey, you know what? This is something cool that you can do in Discord. This is something that you just showing a whole bunch of different stuff. So
Yes.
huge shout out to Speed. for
Huge
helping
shout
us
out to
Really
Discord.
appreciate it, man.
Discord.
Thank you very
Huge
much.
shout out to Speedscape, and Speedscape has been amazing. I'm gonna call him a fan. He's a friend. He's a good friend of the
Yeah.
show. So thank you so much, Speedscape, for all your hard work and for helping us. Again, being an OG, you know,
OGs,
an OG,
man.
one of the original virtual studio guys. So thank you for all your help, Speedscape. So what did I have for breakfast?
What did you have for breakfast?
Nothing. Oh no, that's not
What?
true.
You didn't?
This is what I had for
You
breakfast.
had nothing?
Right here. This is my breakfast. Tim
What is
Hortons
that?
coffee. Tim Hortons coffee.
Are there any greens
No.
or any like powder in there for? Like,
I'm actually on a bit of a fast right now.
the audio still went off. By the way,
it
JJ,
still
the
off?
audio still went off when the.
Oh, okay. But they can hear us now, right? Can they hear us now?
I'm pretty sure they can hear us.
Okay,
now.
okay. But anyway, I'm on this fast right now. I stepped on the scale last week. Okay.
Okay.
And by the way, guys, just to make sure we're clear, it's just for me because I'm older. I want to make sure my health is in check. That's the only reason why I'm really looking after my weight. It's not to look good anymore because I'm married, so it doesn't really matter at this point,
Yeah.
right? But it's more, just to be healthy, right? And last week I weighed myself, and it's been the heaviest I've been in literally, I'd say a good 10 years. It's the heaviest I've been. I was at 195. For a guy my size, I'm a short guy. I'm a short dude, right?
Yeah.
195, and I stepped on I went like, oh, I've never been that heavy, literally, in 10 years. Yeah. So just to let you guys know, an ideal weight for me would be like around. I would like to be around the 160-ish area.
Okay. Yeah.
160-ish area. If I really want to look fly. Ready for TikTok? That's me. Ready for TikTok?
Do you warm up
Ready
before
for
you do your
TikTok?
TikTok videos? James?
Yes, I do. This is how I warm up.
What's your warm up
in the
regimen
TikTok.
when you do your
Oh,
TikTok?
actually, no, that's not true. You know what I had for breakfast this morning? Space corn.
What?
Okay. Anyway, no. I had to so I'm on this fast, and I actually have this little weight program. I don't want to advertise it or anything. They didn't pay me money, but I just have a couple shakes a day and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I have dropped 10 pounds in a week, which is not healthy. Okay.
In a week?
In a week, I dropped 10 pounds in a week, or else my scale's broken.
Wow.
Okay. I dropped 10 pounds in a week. But
How do you feel, man?
I actually feel really good. I feel better than I felt the other way. Though, I'm the kind of guy who would have a last meal, right? You know those last meals where you go and you eat everything in sight. I would have a last meal, and then the next day realize I'm not going on a diet yet.
Yeah.
And then I'd go have another last meal after that. Let me tell you my last meal, though. Can I tell you my last meal?
Okay, sure.
I had. We went to Seafood City.
Yeah.
In Mississauga. For those of you who don't know, Seafood City is like a Filipino, what's it called, grocery store. Right?
Yeah.
They have a Jollibee in there. A Jollibee. So I had myself like 3 pieces of Jollibee chicken with a lot
Was
of
this
rice.
just to start?
Yes.
Oh,
and
boy.
Like a
That's enough for me, man.
Filipino barbecue.
Yeah.
Here and some pie, right, and some French fries.
Is this for the
and
whole
all that
family?
stuff.
Was that
Yes,
just?
yes. No, it was just for me.
Oh.
It's just for me. But I had a good time.
If you want to see an
good time.
eating challenge
Yeah,
live starring James Rais.
Well,
please let us
that
know
was
in
actually one of the video ideas I had.
Really?
What I wanted to do was let me know if you guys think about what do you guys think about this. I shouldn't be doing this. I'm an old guy, right? Health wise, I got to keep
Why
in
you flip
check.
there?
I'm
there's
flipping
some
here
people-
'cause I
Patrick
need
Martin,
reference.
that's one of the best Thanos drawings I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, my friend. Well, I'm looking for reference of Thanos because I forgot what his shoulders look like. I have to just make it up, guys. But I was thinking about what if, and I've seen my friends Guava Juice do this and everything.
Yeah.
You and I will go to McDonald's, right?
Okay.
And we'll order everything off the menu, every single one.
Okay.
And you and I would sit here. Okay, maybe we'll even do this live, and we'll eat everything. Okay. But all the
okay.
while, I am going to take their mascots and turn them into superheroes. These mascots, while we're trying to attempt to eat
Oh,
all of the
like the Nuggets and Grimace
yeah,
and all of
like
that?
the Grimace and all those guys, the burglar. Remember the burglar?
That could be an interesting
That
story.
would be an interesting video idea, I thought, and then I
feel
could
like I might have to go to hospital after.
right on. Maybe we will get a few more guys to come and help us eat it.
Maybe we can stream from the hospital live.
Oh, that's right.
If it comes to
Or
that.
I could bring the whole thing here, and we could invite some fans to come and help us eat it.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
But not now. I'm fasting. So what did I have for breakfast this morning? Coffee. How long will I be on this fast? I don't know. Maybe you guys can keep me in check too. Just ask me randomly. Hey, how's the diet going, James? Or how's the? We won't call it a diet. The new lifestyle.
The lifestyle.
But I'm going to the gym now every day with my wife.
Yeah.
We have this gym near our house. It's actually more for like rehab
Okay.
people, but so I'm actually the youngest person in this gym.
How do you feel about that?
But they made this, huh?
How do you feel about
I
that?
feel pretty good. I'm like, take that.
As you should.
But to be honest, there's some seniors there who totally are doing lifting.
They're doing laps around
heavy,
you, eh?
Lifting heavier than me. They're doing these ab workouts. They're like this. And these people are like literally 70, 80 years old, right?
Age
So
is
it's-
no longer a restriction for health the way
it's
it
not.
was when
It's
we
definitely
were kids,
not. And they're doing well. So I'm like, good
We were
on that.
kids in
I'm
the
here,
30s, by
like,
the way.
woo,
Just joking.
woo. So
Let's go to another question
Let's
here.
go to another
Guys,
question.
really sorry. What we were trying to do was we were trying to have the screenshots up and live so that way you if it's your question that you saw up there, you'd be able to see it on the live stream, but looks like we're having some technical difficulties, so I'll just be reading them out.
yeah. But let's just do that just to make sure.
Yeah. So this is the last one from Discord.
Okay.
This is Squid. He says, Mr. Rays, you're the
Yes.
best, and I would love to get a tutorial for your shading. He also did ask this on one of your YouTube videos,
Okay.
and it kind of connects. It was on last week's live, actually.
Okay,
Do
yep.
you use a Sharpie black because of the color or because of the cheapness? I use a Copic for my black, and it always turns out very black and good. So he's talking about shades. He's talking about
Yes.
basically kind of like what you're setting up for yourself there right now
Yes.
with a brush.
By the way, I would never use a Sharpie. No way. Never. Never use a Sharpie. And I'll
Yeah.
tell you what I use. By the way, I use this, guys. I use a permapaque marker. And these were given to me by my good friends at Sakura. Sakura, they provide me all my pens, so they gave me this Pigma brush pen. As you see, I'm filling in the blacks right now with the Pigma brush pen. They give me all my microns here. So this is all I use, guys. Microns, Pigma, permapaque, Sharpie. What's a Sharpie? Micron. Totally not sponsored.
Is that the final word on this? Is that the final
Yeah.
word? Yeah.
Okay, but also in terms of the lighting, the best way to think about lighting, like, get yourself a ball or some sort of object and then shine a light on it, and you see how light kind of goes around, and makes it work. You know, that's always say studying life is the best way to figure out shading. So sometimes I'll put like a little arrow, seeing where the light's coming from, and of course there's like different light sources and all that. But if you want to keep it simple, like for me right now, I know light's coming on this side here. So I'm trying to, have light kind of. How would light affect this? Where would light be blocked? How would shadow be cast? I'm always thinking about those little things. So that's usually what I do. I do have like a bunch of in-depth tutorials on my channel. So if you check out my tutorial playlist, if you look at anyone drawing the human head, I really do go into shading in depth. So you could definitely check that out over there. Okay. So what else we got there? Did I answer that question properly? I don't even know. Kinda.
Yes, you did. I'm
Okay,
actually
good.
just going to end up going into the chat and being
Okay.
able to answer there, just in lieu of us not being able to
Sure.
show the
Sure.
screen.
By the way, maybe now is the best time to for Ben, since we talked a little bit about the YouTube idea. Let me talk quickly to
Okay.
Ben, who asked me about the type of camera equipment. So again, congratulations to Ben. He's almost at 25,000 subscribers, and
Once
young
again,
kid,
man,
too.
that's
He's only-
awesome.
That's amazing. I think you're only
How
what,
old is he?
14? Are you 14 or 12?
and 25,000.
25,000 subscribers. I think that's amazing. Congratulations, Ben. And he's told me that he wants to get himself a better camera. So he's looking into a better camera, and I think that's something that a lot of you guys are looking into. And again, guys, it doesn't really matter at this point whether you're starting out, especially when you're starting out, the camera quality, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you're getting work up and consistent, and that's the most important thing. And Ben has been a guy who's been really, really consistent when it comes to his content. So good on you, Ben, especially at your age, where it's really, really hard sometimes to get content out on that sort of consistency. Good on you, Ben. That's fantastic.
Ben, feel free to pop your social media on the chat.
No,
there.
absolutely.
I mean, like, you totally
by all
deserve
means,
it,
Ben.
dude. Like,
Please do. In terms of the actual, just like
How's
look
it
up
going,
Ben
Mighty?
Mellinger on YouTube, by the way, so you guys can subscribe to him.
We also have
But-
Mighty here as well. So we
Oh,
got
hey,
Ben and
one
Mighty.
Mighty. Thank you again, our
Thanks a lot,
moderators
guys.
for today. So Ben, for you, to be honest with you, Ben, because the cameras are going to suggest they're probably going to run you about what the YouTubers use today, or what I use. The cheapest one I got is the G7X, the Canon G7X, and that's the one you'll see all the vloggers use. And it's a little bit older now, so you could probably get one for like $600-700, which I know might be a lot for you. But the thing is, if you're going to pay that much money, if you're getting into the $1,000 range,
Yeah.
and you're a young kid, you might even want to get yourself an iPhone. An
The
iPhone
quality
11.
that
If
comes
you're
out of
paying
an
that much
iPhone
money,
is actually fantastic.
quality-
and you'll end up
Yeah.
using it as your phone anyway.
exactly
So
right, because
you
then it's
have-
multi-purpose.
exactly.
Then it's not just
Especially
a
if you're
camera.
just starting out. Mr. Beast did that. He was just doing
Yeah.
stuff off of his iPhone for the
Yeah.
longest time until he ended up
I
blowing
don't.
up. And even when he did.
When Mr. Beast started his channel, I think he was younger than Ben when he
Yeah.
started the channel, right? Like, of course, he's been on YouTube a long time before he figured it out, right? So Ben, you're way ahead of the game, my friend. You're way ahead of the game. But
Yeah.
in terms of, I would say cheapest. That's probably the cheapest camera I have, is the G7X. Now you could get a T, one of the TI series, right? So I used to use the T5i. Would
Yeah.
run you about $300-400. I think they're probably up to 7 now. T7i, T8i. But if you need
Well, there you go.
The T series.
Just grab some T series
cameras.
T series Logitechs, bro.
So if you could get any of those are really good cameras. And sometimes it's
ADC
about
Art
the
Attack
lenses,
actually
right?
ended up
So-
just putting up some of the general stuff here. So
Yes.
C922 for
Oh, by the
$80.
way,
That's what he
ADC Art
uses.
Attack, once again, a fantastic YouTuber. And by the way, ADC Art Attack, I knew you weren't using any tricks when you were using your printer. We won't get into that. But ADC Art Attack, your work is
We
phenomenal.
totally knew from the beginning.
We know. I knew you were legit, my friend. Go subscribe to ADC Comic Art. Or Comic Art? Sorry, ADC Art Attack. ADC Art Attack. Go subscribe to him, my friends. Amazing work. We got to collab one of these days, my friend. Maybe we could do a joint coloring book thing. Wouldn't that be fun?
Hey,
What
that
if
would be
ADC
cool.
Art, I had that thought. What if I did the detailing on the comic art and then you went and colored it? I think that would be a fun collab. Because you are a master at the Copics, my friend. You are a master at the Copics. I
There's,
think that would be a fantastic collab. But we'll talk, my friend.
There's stuff popping up in the Discord.
sure.
So I'm just going to
Yes.
shoot these questions up
Shoot
very
them at
quick,
me, man.
rapid fire.
Just
we'll
shoot
close
them at
this
me.
up, and then we'll go to the ones on the YouTube.
Shoot them at
yeah?
me. Let's go.
All right. So did you ever get to send the Bane cover out last week?
Oh,
That's
no.
from the big homie.
I did not.
Yeah.
I did not. Apologies, my big homie. My wife is actually wrapping it today. And we'll also wrap this one. Again, apologies. I have not sent out any of the winners yet. My bad. I have not gotten to it yet. My apologies, big homie. Congratulations again for winning it. I will be wrapping it up today, so most likely will be in the mail Monday. Okay?
Unicorn Man says, "What is your favorite candy?"
My favorite candy. I used to work in candy machines. Did you know that?
What?
I used to fill candy machines. That was my very first job.
I didn't know
I
that.
used to go around to the malls.
How old were you?
And fill candy machines. I was in my teens. I was I think I was like Ben's age.
Did
like
you
14.
keep this from me?
No,
I totally
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
even,
yeah.
What?
Yeah. My mom, my mom was a hairdresser, right? Her boss owned all these candy machines
On
in all the
Shoppers
malls. Yeah, in Shoppers
Yeah,
World.
yeah.
So I would go around to all the different malls and fill candy machines and take the quarters, literally wrap the quarters and bring them to the bank for him. I would literally do that. That was my job.
Oh my God.
And I would go home with a doggy bag of candy every day, and he paid me in quarters. He literally said, "Pay yourself." Now, I totally took more money than I did, but I'm a really honest guy. I never did. I never did, and just gave his watch too.
Looks
For a
like
lot
we're
of truth,
lagging.
I never did, and you would believe me. How honest I am.
Yeah, it looks like we're lagging. We're gonna slow it down a
So
little
we're gonna
bit
slow it
here.
down. Okay, we are lagging a bit. Feel free to take my camera quality down too. If this camera's lagging down. Apologies for the lag, everyone. Apologies for the lag.
It's week 3.
Yes,
we do
yes.
have a lot of tech out
Yeah.
here. We're just
Hopefully
we're still trying to figure it out.
one day
Hopefully this won't
all
be a
of this.
thing.
Yes.
In the near
Hopefully.
future. And
Hopefully.
hopefully that near future is not December of 2020.
Yes. Exactly, my friends. By the way, how did?
Okay, so
yes.
2 more questions from Discord,
Okay,
and then
let-
after this, guys, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to close up the Discord
Yeah.
part. We'll do some more in the future.
Yes.
But we're gonna.
They
we're
all
also
want to
gonna
win
wanna
this.
move,
That's why
move
they all
over
want
to the
They all want to win this.
to the YouTube.
Yes.
Oh, again, how for anyone that's just joined us now, how can they win that?
I forgot. How did I say?
How can they win that?
They win that? I believe I said if they were to comment. Did I say that? Comment in the Discord? No. What did I say? How are we gonna win this? I don't know.
Okay, guys.
How do you
about,
think we should win
how about we
this?
do it on the How about we do it on the chat? If you're here on the chat, or no, in the comments of this video.
Well, if we do in
wanna
the
do it like that?
comments, I can't. We won't know till after the video's up.
That's true.
So it would have to be live. Okay.
Okay.
So
How about on the? You want to do it on the Discord?
maybe we'll do it on the Discord then. Okay.
Okay.
Discord and in the chat, guys. Just shoot off questions. Okay.
And then
we
we'll
won't
just
be
pick
able-
somebody
Yeah, we will
from
pick
one or the
somebody
other.
randomly. Okay.
Okay.
We'll randomly pick someone off the Discord or the chat. So either or. Send those questions in.
Okay. So speaking of SOSA,
I'm getting
Sven,
hungry, man.
That means you've already entered because you said something in the Discord.
All right.
And this is the last question here from Discord.
For now. But again, guys.
Ooh, actually, yes. This will combine with another one of the other questions.
Okay, let's do it.
So on Discord, this is from Tri Ninja.
Okay.
Hey man, how much money did you make when you were a full-time comic artist?
Ooh.
I want to be one, so I'm doing my research. And before you answer,
Uh-huh.
this also was a question from Copy Art on one of our live streams.
First of
comments on our
all,
live
you're not going to make
streams.
money copying art.
Okay, but here's his question.
Okay.
Um,
Just joking, my friend. Just joking.
So his question is, how did you get how did you get these jobs? And his thing is, my mom always tells me only to study, but I love your art and singing more than anything, so I can't help it. But I
Okay.
love art and singing more than anything, so I
Art
can
and
help it.
singing, my friend. Well,
Whenever
first
I
of all-
draw something, she says it's just my hobby, and I can never really earn from it. I can spend whatever time and effort it takes, but my mom says that I should become a doctor.
Right.
So,
Well, first of all, let's go to the money question first, okay?
Okay.
In terms of actual money, well, in terms of comic books itself. Now, I actually have a very extensive video on how much money you can make as a comic book artist. Okay, it's a video called "How Much Does a Comic Book Artist Actually Make?" and I actually run through the actual page rates. Okay, now it is a few years old. Now, I was talking to a writer friend of mine. I won't give up who as of yet, but he was telling me, to be honest, you don't make a lot in terms of the actual drawing of the comic book, okay? If you're lucky, okay, and this is back when I was drawing comics, could have changed by now. If you were lucky back then, at a good company, starting off, you could make like 150 a page.
Yeah.
If you're lucky. To the table. If they could still hear me. Can they still hear me?
we're lagging again.
We're lagging? I should have brought my
JJ,
Copics.
should we reset?
You want to reset? Because that's... JJ, is it because of the equipment or is it because of the internet connection? It's the internet connection, eh? We dropped out entirely. Okay, so why don't we stop the stream? Let's stop the stream and then we'll reset it. Would that help? Let's reset it.
Yeah, it's lagging again.
It's lagging in? Okay. Let's, JJ?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit reset
They,
right now.
they can see it? They can see it now?
No, well.
Am I
it's
back,
working for
guys?
Some people are saying it's fine, but someone's saying it's lagging.
Oh, okay. I see ourselves
Okay,
now.
here we are.
I apologize, guys. Everybody,
Are we here? Are we here? Hello? I think we are back.
are we back? Are we back?
I think we are back.
Oh, we're back. All right.
Okay.
What was I talking about again?
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, really?
JJ's just telling us what cuts out and when it's coming back, but
Oh, yeah.
I think we're stable again.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't want to.
Good thing I didn't talk bad about anybody.
Yeah. Okay, so let's not push our luck. Speaking of pushing our luck, let's
Yes.
not push our luck, and
That's
let's.
not a bad luck.
let-
But no, can I just put a cap on what
Copy art was
Copy
asking?
art was saying.
Yeah.
If you want, okay, because I'll be honest with you, you're not going to be able to convince your mom. You're not. I've been in art for 20 years. You're not going to convince your mom. One thing you can show her, you can show her that video I put out, drawing Avengers for 250 hours, where I talk about my relationship with my mom and how I overcame becoming a doctor. If that's one you want to say, look, I follow this guy on YouTube. He was able to make a 20-year career out of art. He works for Disney, and he explains how he did it. And maybe you could show that to your mom if she's willing to watch.
And I think
right?
one of the cool things about
Yeah.
that video, James, is that it doesn't just show that, hey, you know what, I'm a 1 in a million story where
Right.
I have 1 million followers and whatever, right? Like
Right.
what you talk about is stuff that is definitely achievable for someone who goes into these particular programs.
Right.
And ends up following that as a career path, a professional career path.
Right, exactly.
And it shows that it's quite viable to make a living, a decent living, a hard-working living,
Right.
as an artist.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is fantastic.
Absolutely. And copy art, no, you're not alone. There are thousands of people like you whose parents just don't understand what it's like, you know. But at the same time, it's your life. It's your life at the same time. So, but again, it's hard to tell your mom that, for sure. Okay? So that's always the big, as artists, it's always the big rock that we're under trying to get out of. And it's not easy. I'll tell you right now. It's not easy. It took a lot of convincing from my mom. To let me do what I did.
Okay, there's still a lot of
We'll
lag
still
that's
talk
going
about
on here. So what I'm going to do is Guys, sorry about the lag, but what we'll do is we'll just ask 2 more questions. These came directly from the chat because I was trying to keep up with the
Okay.
chat as much as possible.
Okay. And by the way, guys,
And then we'll finish.
let me just say, if you miss any of this talk, this will be on the podcast, okay, on Monday, so you will
I'll
be
type
able to
that too.
feel this unedited. I might even close this. We will probably won't leave, we might not even leave this live. What we'll do is actually we'll once our live stream's over, we'll take it down and we'll put it back up. We'll put it back up later on if you guys wanted to go back and rewatch this, and that way it won't be lagging when you rewatch it as well. Okay, so let's get to a few questions. I'm almost done this THANOS here anyway, so we'll get to a couple more questions. And because of the lag, we'll figure it out for next week, guys. We'll make sure that this won't happen for next week. No, so what other questions we got, my friend?
So we got one from Ben Pina, who's in the chat
From who,
right.
sorry?
Ben Pina.
Ben Pina.
I hope I'm pronouncing your last name properly.
Okay.
I have a pretty similar art style, and I'm around the same age. Ben, are you around the